It's rainy. I can't really make a video today. I got an idea. Yesterday I made 5 videos. I just wanted to challenge myself. Kind of like a week ago, I wanted to see how long I could run. So I just ran and walked for as long as I could, and I ran like 12 miles. At a pretty decent pace too. Yesterday I did the same thing, except with video creation. I made 5 videos. I just wanted to learn as much as possible, so that's what I'm gonna do in this video. I'm going to put all of these videos in order, in the order I did them, and I'm going to watch them in the editor, and then I'm going to critique each video that I made yesterday. So this is probably going to end up being a very long video. What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? Peter McKinnon here.
I actually got this video idea from Peter McKinnon. I watched a podcast with him last night, and he talked about a time where he went to New York, assumably New York City, probably with Casey Neistat, and he made 5 videos in 1.5 days. I want to get good at making videos. I want to do this every day on my birthday, which is coming up faster than I'd like. To get better, you have to do the thing a lot. So I'm challenging myself. I want to see how much I can do in one day. So today I'm going to produce at least 5 high quality, well edited videos, and the rules are pretty simple. They have to be 5 minutes long. They have to be coherent, obviously. They have to be good. They have to be I have to be okay with it. And if it's less than 5 minutes, it has to be really good. There has to be a reason for it. Like, you can't make perfect better. I don't know how to articulate this. If the video requires it to be short for it to be good, then it's going to be shorter than 5 minutes. It just depends. I just need to be happy with it. 5 videos that I'm happy with and that I had fun making. This is why I'm out here this early in the morning. I need to take a shower, but I don't have time. I'm going to be busy all day.
Yeah.
It's probably a bad idea. It rained all night. Woo! I love this spot. Like I said, I want to get good. I want to get really good. I want to be hanging out, having conversations with people like Peter McKinnon and Casey Neistat, maybe even Quentin Tarantino. I want to get good enough that I can make money doing this. I love video creation, and who doesn't want to do what they love to do for a living, right? So that's a big part of the reason why I'm doing this 5 video in a day challenge. Another reason is to learn my new camera setup. I have this giant rig. I'm using Blackmagic camera app instead of the default camera app, and it's a rig, dude. My phone is in a camera cage with a microphone on the top left and a monitor on the top right, so I could check my framing. And yeah, it's just a lot. I'm trying to learn it. I've been having audio issues, so now I have to, if I'm gonna make 5 videos in one day, I have to learn to either fucking fix the issue or work around the issue. But another reason I'm doing this is because I haven't been excited about a video project in a long time. And then as soon as I had this idea, it just, something blew up in my brain. I could barely sleep last night because I was so excited to do this. So I'm very excited to see where my YouTube journey goes, but I'm also very excited to see where today's journey goes. What do I learn? What do I, because there is a chance that I'm like, all right, screw all this rigging out my smartphone. Just use the smartphone. Because, if shit doesn't work, shit doesn't work. If audio sounds bad, audio sounds bad. But the thing is, you can get better than good enough quality just straight out of any iPhone. Oh God. Hell no, that's wet. That's wet as hell. I give that movie a 5. I don't think I would watch it if it wasn't my own movie. It just wasn't very cinematic. It wasn't very interesting. It was basically just me talking about kind of personal stuff. The first half of the video was fun and kind of, just kind of funny, but after the second half, it just kind of was me talking about personal stuff, and the pacing was just kind of slow, and it was just okay. It was an okay video. I don't think there wasn't really anything bad about it, but it also wasn't very good. I don't have a niche. I will never have a niche, but I used to. I used to have a automotive YouTube channel. All it was automotive related. I would talk about other YouTubers' builds, and I would talk about this beast. But I'm done with that. See, I am a car enthusiast. I love cars. I love going fast. I love off-road trucks. I love it. But the thing is, I don't want to be tied down by niche, because I love making videos and I don't want to make the same shit over and over again. Most YouTubers have a niche. Peter McKinnon, photo and video is his niche. Matty Hapoa, same thing, except maybe more video than photography. I see YouTubers get into this bubble. This bubble is where they create essentially the same video, just over and over and over and over again. I got caught in that bubble. I started making videos that were essentially, every video I made felt like the same thing. And sometimes I just want to make a video where I try to articulate a feeling or an emotion through video. Sometimes I just want to discover cool abandoned buildings that my landlord has bought. And what really made me want to pursue just the video aspect of creation and not a niche was Casey Neistat. I started watching Casey Neistat, and he doesn't have a niche, and it just opened my eyes. It opened my third eye. I was like, holy shit, I don't have to be making the same video over and over and over and over again. I could be making whatever I want, whenever I want, however often I want. And if I had to take a wild guess, making the same shit over and over again is probably why a lot of creators get burnt out. I got burnt out. And I wasn't even doing it for that long. I think my other channel was up for like consistently a year, less than a year. Then along came my second channel. I started posting vlogs like I wanted to. And I got no traction because I boxed myself in a niche, and the algorithm doesn't like when you change things up because it doesn't know how to place ads. It doesn't know. You have to be monetizable for YouTube, unfortunately, to succeed. So I created another account, which that just ended up being, I started kind of somewhat chasing sensationalism by beating the shit and driving like a maniac, which I'll do in my own vehicle, but I was doing this at work and it just got disgusting. And Dad watched one of my videos and I fucking damn near collapsed on my knees because I felt so guilty. So I deleted that channel. I deleted that YouTube channel entirely. That channel almost got monetized in the 1 or 2 years that that channel was up. And that part sucks, but I'm glad I did, because even that channel started to develop a niche. My niche then was filming when I was at work, working at Napa. Kind of like a daily life vlog of a Napa employee, because I was working at Napa Auto Parts. I just didn't like that. But now, I quit my job there because I was treated like shit. And I am entirely free. There is a second story to this place, but the only way up there is right here. Kind of sketchy. Look at how old this plot is. Dude, that's like a freaking 1900s, early 1900s plug. This place has been abandoned for a while, dude. Well, not abandoned now. My landlord owns this building now. Nah. Hello? 6. I give this one a 6 because it's a little better than the previous one, especially the end of the video. Like the last several shots or clips were kind of funny and goofy, but it was just okay. The pacing was still really slow, and there was a lot of stuff that should have been cut out, and also some of it didn't make any sense. There was a section of video where I was talking about my first YouTube channel, then I talked about my second YouTube channel, and then I went back to talking about my first YouTube channel. I kept zigzagging between time frames, which doesn't make any sense, especially if you're not me and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I should have either thought about it more before I started speaking, or I should have chopped it up in the editor and fixed it. Like put, have my first channel be the one talked about first entirely, and then the second channel. February 4th, 1999. That's when I was born. And then I started making videos when I was 8. When I was very young. I didn't start YouTube solo until 2016-ish. And I didn't really take YouTube seriously until 2019, 2020. That's kind of when I started going, okay, I love making videos. I say often, who doesn't want to do what they love to do for a living? I was a late bloomer when it came to watching YouTube, and I never knew who Casey Neistat was until 2020. I used to hardly ever watch YouTube. I just liked making videos. And Casey Neistat, if you don't know who he is, he vlogged every day straight for like 860 something days. It's pretty amazing. I've tried going daily numerous times now to no avail. I've failed every time I've tried to go daily. And I mean, the truth is, especially when I first started, I shouldn't have been doing it because I was working like minus YouTube and going daily. I was working like 100 hours a week. I had 2 jobs, mostly due to lack of motivation. I've always failed. I've decided I'm going to use this section of time as a learning period. I'm just going to learn as much as I can because I want to get really fucking good at making videos. Section of time, the next chapter is going to be about hard work, dedication, and unconformity. I'm going to start up the everyday vlog, the everyday episodes again, February 4th, 2026. When I turn 27. I do not plan on giving up so easily, but really I don't plan on giving up at all. I'm gonna go until I get burnt out. I'm not gonna Casey Neistat. I'm going to pay attention to my mentality, because I don't want the pendulum to swing so far that I just stop making videos altogether. But I want to go for at least a year. I just want to make as many videos as possible, as many movies as possible, because the more I create, the better I'll get at my craft. The better I get at my craft, the more I feel okay or comfortable in my skin making money off of that craft, whether it be YouTube or making documentaries or short films or whatever. Seven. I really like this one. This movie has a lot to talk about, actually. It has a lot more depth to it. It's a lot more cinematic. The pacing is good. It's a lot better. There was definitely some stuff that could have been cut out or moved around, but the pacing was pretty good, and I liked how the pacing sped up with the video. Like, it kind of builds excitement up. I also really like how I basically climbed a small mountain, and then at the top is when the punchline comes in, which is essentially Don't Give Up. It's essentially a movie about not giving up. So I really like that. When I talked about non-conformity, I should have explained what I meant. Like, non-conformity meaning I'm not gonna have like a whole video be like a surprise ad. I'm not gonna hey guys, I'm not gonna act over animated and do what other YouTubers do. I just don't like that. So basically, what I meant by non-conformity is trying not to fall into the traps of any kind of sensationalism or becoming a corporate whore for YouTube. And I should have just cut the video after I said I'm gonna start the vlog back up on my birthday. All the shit I said after that wasn't necessary, and it took away the punch of the ending of the video. Or what I should have done is probably I should have moved what I said at the very end after saying I'm starting the vlog back up. I should have moved that before the ending. I have an issue with YouTube. YouTube has become very corporate. What I mean by that is YouTube no longer pays creators enough for them to support themselves, or at least seemingly, since all of them have side hustles now. All of them are constantly sponsored by people or corporations, and I just don't like it. It has become a challenge to find a YouTube video that doesn't feel like it's a commercial. And I think it feels like that because it is like that. Most YouTubers are trying to sell you something, and it bothers the shit out of me. But I want to make YouTube my job. But the question is, how do I become a YouTuber without selling my soul? How do I monetize off of YouTube without becoming a product whore, without becoming the very thing I hate? Well, I thought about it really hard last night. Without much time at all thinking about it, it just kind of dawned on me. The only way to succeed now is, instead of playing these games, doing these tricks to boost the algorithm without having big corporation, without making niche content. Like, I love this example because if you can scroll through my YouTube channel, all the ones that have views are about my electric e-bike, a big company, or my iPhone. And there's a reason for that. But my realization was that the only way to make it as a YouTuber without selling your soul is to become so good nobody can ignore you. If YouTube only gives you 15 impressions and one person happens to click on your video, that person has to watch all the way to the end because the video is intriguing enough or interesting enough or motivational enough or happy enough or sad enough or whatever. It has to be good enough for that person to just clicking off the video isn't an option unless, it's like an emergency or something, but you get the point. You have to be so fucking good to become a YouTuber, a content creator on this platform, on this modern version of this platform, without selling your soul to corporate YouTube or other corporations. I love making these little videos. What I don't love about making these little videos, though, is everything around the creation part of it. Everything around the creation part of it is, okay, how do I make this video stand out amongst all of the other videos that the algorithm doesn't give a shit about? They just want to know which one is going to make YouTube, the corporation, more money. That's all the algorithm is there for. It's to maximize YouTube's profits. I know Mr. Beast and other YouTubers like to say that replace the word algorithm with audience, but I don't think that's true anymore. And that's what I mean by YouTube has gone corporate. And that's why I think that you have to get so good at creation. Because I don't want to make a video every day about electric e-bikes. I don't want to make a video every day starting off with today's sponsor is. I don't want to do any of that. So the only way to succeed anymore is to make videos so interesting that people are just glued to the screen for the entirety of the length of the video. Which kind of sucks because the you in YouTube is kind of no longer there anymore, but the opportunity to do what you like to do is still there. You know, it's completely free to post on this platform, and that's kind of cool. It's cool that people can have a creative outlet and they don't need agents or a ton of money or connections or anything. Just hit upload. Just know it's probably not going to be seen by many people or any people. Meaning you have to do this because you really fucking love it. And you have to do it because you have a drive to do it. 7.5. That video was actually really good. I liked it a lot. It's probably not going to do well. For one, it's talking shit about YouTube. But it's something I actually care about because this is a potential income, right? This is a potential career. I would like to be able to do it, but YouTube makes it so incredibly hard unless you're willing to basically give up yourself in order to be sellable. I really like how I articulated the story. I actually had to watch it twice because I kind of forget about these movies as soon as I hit export. I kind of forget all of what it's about because I don't watch it again, which I should because I need to anyway to figure out what I could do better. But anyway, I like how I articulate the story a lot. Like I give you information and then okay, now I tie in all that information at the end. I'm like circular, but not in like a repetitive way. I'm circular as in here's some information, here's some more information, here's some more information. Now it makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to give you some more information. And I just keep doing that over and over. And I kind of like that. It's I probably got that from Van Neistat, Casey Neistat's brother. He tells story kind of like that in a lot of his videos. And I really like that because it makes it kind of a mystery. Like, okay, what's he talking about? What's going on? Oh, okay, that's what's going on. I kind of like that. Alright, so yeah, 7.5. I think that's pretty fair. Obviously, it's not great. I haven't made anything that I'm like super happy with in a very long time, but I do want to point out that I don't script my videos. I can show you right here, actually. I'm taking notes for like this video. Like as I'm watching my videos, I'll write down a little note. But like, this is it. Like this is the notes for my 5 videos I made. It's literally, I just wrote down the title, everything I just made up on the spot. So the way I articulated that video kind of impresses myself. It makes me proud of myself because I've been wanting to be a better storyteller anyway, or trying to become a better storyteller. And being able to articulate in the way I did without planning or anything, just okay, got it, and then saying it, trying not to toot my own horn, but that's hard to do. I've been making videos for 15 years now, so it takes a long time to be able to do that. Casey Neistat's like the king of it. When I first started taking YouTube seriously, I was working 2 full-time jobs. I was working at Napa Auto Parts, delivering auto parts, and I was doing DoorDash, delivering rich people food with my dad. I started taking it seriously, I strived to do it every day, and for the most part, I was. And the question is, should I have been? Because I was so preoccupied with my other 2 jobs that it kind of drove me crazy. I started doing things that I shouldn't have been doing because I was falling into the trap of YouTube. And the trap of YouTube is falling into sensationalism. Hey, girl. I'm not gonna go into deep about how I was falling into sensationalism because I've already talked about it a lot and I get sick to my stomach when I think about it. But the thing is now, oh God, how much information do I give? This isn't really my business to tell, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. But essentially, Kentucky is a horrible place to live because jobs don't pay very much. So me and Dad, we were working to get good girl, you're okay. Don't touch the camera. Me and Dad, we were working together to essentially provide for our family. Cat, come on. And so we both worked 2 jobs. Dad worked at a florist, I worked at Napa. We both DoorDash together. Well, Dad got his calf bit off by a dog. Legitness. Like, careful, goofball. Like, legit got his calf bit off by a dog. Well, some of the settlement money came in. They didn't give a shit at Dad's work about his leg. And where I work, they were always creepy and mean and weird. So we both quit, and we've gone on a hiatus. And so I no longer work 100 hours a week before YouTube. What that means is I'm free. I'm fucking free. I can make videos whenever I want and whatever I want. And that's awesome because I want to get good at this. I love making videos, and I want to make videos for a living. Creative storytelling type of videos. I don't want to be selling people's shit. I don't want to be doing anything like that. I just want creative freedom to hopefully help and inspire people, and I can do that now. Okay, so today I challenged myself. I wanted to make at least 5 videos. I consider it 4.5. This video kind of sucked, but I learned a lot, and that's what I did this for. I wanted to make 5 videos in one day. I got the idea because I watched a podcast with Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon mentioned that he did 5 videos in a day and a half. When he was in New York City, and when he had a bunch of energy and he was just starting to pop off on YouTube. So he gave me the idea to do this challenge, and I'm glad I did. I couldn't do this before if I was working 2 fucking jobs from 6 a.m. till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it's just kind of fucking awesome. It's kind of cool to be able to do whatever I want. I'm very fucking fortunate. I see that. I'm not blind to that. But yeah, I'm very excited to see where this YouTube journey takes me. I'm going to continue hitting YouTube hard as fuck now that I can. And I have nothing but time on my hands. I also have nothing to use as an excuse. I have no excuses. I want to try to realize my dream. So there's only one option. I have to keep the ball rolling. Sisyphus. 3. I'm giving this movie a 3 because of how fat I looked in it. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, 2 things. I need to lose weight, but I couldn't articulate a story in that video at all. I think it's because I was literally exhausted. I had to walk like 15 miles to get from each location I wanted to film at. Not to mention the mental exhaustion I was feeling from not writing a script and just thinking about what I want to say during each clip or right before I started filming each clip. So it wasn't a good video. I had to come back into the studio and I had to finish the 3-act narrative instead of just doing it out there where I should have been able to. And even when I came back in here, I still couldn't quite get a real story out of it. I just couldn't make much of, I couldn't get much out of what I had in my head. So that was by far my least favorite movie. I did like the music. The music was definitely intensified what I was trying to say. There's a bunch of other stuff I don't like about it too, actually. Like the cat's cute and all, but this was that she was coming in, she was disrupting a serious part of the movie, so I should have fucking cut that out and redone it or reshot it. The choreography wasn't very good either. The choreography was terrible. Like I would move left out of frame and then come into frame from like the right, or you know what I mean. It's just the way I was like exiting and then coming into frame doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, so you morphed over here, what just happened? So that didn't help this little movie at all either. Okay, now I want to talk about everything I've learned from doing all of this. I've learned that I need to really focus on pacing before I get into the editor. I've been pretty good at I've actually was good at pacing in the past, but that's when I was like daily vlogging while at work, and when you're already just hustling and bustling with fucking 2 jobs and YouTube and trying to not get fired by a boss that wants you to go 100 miles per hour to deliver parts. It's kind of easy to have your videos be faster paced, but when I'm out in the middle of fucking nowhere, not in the city, with people screaming at me because I'm driving 90 in a 25, when I'm living in a slower pace environment, but the slower pace environment doesn't really fit my editing style. So I'm not 100% sure what to do. Maybe just slow down my style, maybe use softer, slower music instead of like chill hop or whatever. You know, I like lo-fi. Lo-fi fits the vibe of my videos a lot. I also learned I don't like the rig. I talked about the rig in the first video, and I think, unfortunately, since my iPhone is brand new, I think the charging port is fucked up, so the audio is messed up no matter what. If I plug in a microphone, the audio is messed up. But when the audio wasn't messing up, I think I preferred the sound of the audio better in the last video where I didn't use a microphone. I'm not using a microphone right now. I'm just filming straight with the iPhone, no display monitor. I am completely guessing on my framing. And I've learned my framing, so I don't really need the monitor. It just kind of helps articulate. It helps with I can't think of the word. Discography? Whatever. It helps me get a visual of what the scene looks like so I can keep the flow going good. But with the audio issues and having to use Blackmagic Camera app, which slows the process down a lot because Blackmagic Camera app has a million settings that you constantly have to change, where the default camera app doesn't. I just decided I don't like having to deal with all that. Like I said in one of the movies, the iPhone is fucking more than good enough by itself to make movies. I mean, they've been literally Tangerine, first cinema movie, actual fucking cinema, go to the movie theaters, filmed on the iPhone 5C. I've done away with the fucking giant camera rig And I've also learned that I need to loosen up in my videos. Like, I think because I'm taking it so seriously on YouTube, like I'm taking YouTube so seriously, that seriousness is coming off in my videos when I'm not normally like that. I'm usually goofy and funny and, well, I hope funny. I try to be funny, but I'm not in my videos. And like I said, I think it's a little bit of stress because of the YouTube side of the creation process, but also because I'm just trying so hard to potentially get paid to do what I love. So really that's it. I'm just gonna loosen the fuck up. I'm going to not use my rig, and I'm going to try to articulate stories better. Storytelling is it's like just like anything. You can never become the perfect race car driver because there's always a better line. Same thing with storytelling. You can always become a better storyteller. There's no end. You just get better and better and better until you stop or die. And I think that's really cool. So I just want to become a very good storyteller. I enjoy storytelling and I enjoy this art form. Not on this channel, but I do want to eventually get into like fictional like storytelling on YouTube. Hot chocolate. It's like 45 degrees and it's been raining hard all day. One, I am a horrible movie critic.